Okay, so I've taken the seats out for general cleaning and a re-dye. Checked all the bushings, they're actually very good. The subframe is in excellent condition, there's no rust whatsoever. All the plugs are nice and clean. I've just cleaned up all the cables, made sure everything's good, motors are all good. I'm just about to spray grease with white lithium grease the actual screws. You can see one, if you look through, where are we? In now. I'll do that one, and this one was exposed just as a matter of caution while the seats are out. And there you go, as you can see, I've sprayed the white lithium grease on the corkscrews for the motors for the up and down positions and the back and forwards. Obviously this one's a little bit more tricky, but what I've basically done is sprayed as much as I can get in here and just cleaned off the excess. To actually remove the seats, what I basically did is set the seats right forward and done the two 16mm bolts which actually locate into the runners through these holes. You go to push the seat right back. You've then got two 13mm bolts which go through these holes. Tip the seat forward, obviously remove the seat belt fixing which is here, and that stays in the car. Just wind it up and hang it loose at the back, and then basically you tilt the seat forward, unclip the airbag sensors, and obviously this is the main power to the motors, which just basically you pinch the clip together to remove the electrics for the motors. And once that's free, obviously don't know what model you've got, but be aware, because some have electric seats, electric motors and heated seats, so there will be extra plugs. So the reason for actually removing these seats, you'll see that later, there's actually a small bit of damage on one of the bolsters. I want the car to be pristine, so despite giving the car an initial steam clean, handheld steamer inside over the leather, I'm now going to condition the leather. It's basically just a very mild water-based cleaner, which while I've got it upside down, I'm just doing all the back just to make things a bit simpler. All these are just basically a leather cleaner ready for the actual leather treatment. There's only a small patch on the front of the seat, so I'm just going to do the back whilst the seat's out of the car, just to make life a bit easier. And we'll turn it over in a minute and I'll show you what I'm going to do on there. so the seat's now laying on its back. I wouldn't actually recommend this, but I'm doing it in the front room. I'm probably going to get killed by my missus, but she's at work. What she don't know won't hurt her. So as you can see, there's the bit of damage on the bolster. I've actually repaired that back yesterday. Someone had basically put what looked like car body filler in it and touched it up with the car colour, which is Boston green. It wasn't far out, but it just looked horrendous. So I've stripped that back with some mild thinners. As you can see, that's probably the reason why he did it. There is a small little tear in the seat. It is backed up behind it now, so it's just a matter of literally gluing that down and using some leather flexible filler. And then obviously we're going to build up these areas. Have a look, there's a few little cracks in the seat pad which are not ideal, but it's not split, so we're going to actually fill those as well while we're doing the job. And the rest of the seat is actually in pretty good condition. Backs are all good, there's no marks on those whatsoever. It's just really a little bit up here where obviously your seatbelt wears, and the main area on the bolster. So I'm now going to carry on with the leather conditioner cloth. Basically this is just, as I said, a water-based degreasant and dirt remover. And just basically in general go over the whole seat. Obviously the steam cleaning did quite a good job, because there's actually, you can see the cloth, there's very little dirt coming off. It is getting a bit of coloration, but nothing too serious. Change these regularly, make sure obviously you work in all the grain and clean up all the areas. Ideally just do a section at a time until you're happy. And then basically once we've done that, we're going to give it another mild degreasant, this time with a mild solvent base, just to make sure we've got everything off before we start using the leather dye and the fillers to repair the vehicle. Okay, so the seat is all cleaned up, it's just drying out. I'm actually going to put this one to one side. Very little dirt come off it. I'm very surprised actually. Obviously the car's only done a very low mileage anyway, but in general the interior of the car is in immaculate condition. This is just all of a small amount of damage. Whilst they're out, obviously I've checked everything else as I said. The seatbelt clips are in perfect condition, no issue with the bushings, all the buttons work. So now it's just a matter of letting this dry. We'll repeat the same process on the other one. Okay, so this is a passenger seat. Probably should have shown you this first, but I actually washed all the driver's side down. As you can see, there's quite a lot of dirt and accumulation. It only needs a soapy water, just a light sponge over. It doesn't really need to be gone too deep. But as a matter of course, I'm going to check the bushes on this one as well. All the motors look actually fine, so I know they're all operating correctly. I'm going to start cleaning all this cobweb and debris out from underneath the seats while they're out. Just save on maintenance later, and when the car's presented, maybe later on for sale, then this is just basically a good diary, so people can generally see the condition under it. And this is before cleaning, so it's actually quite amazing how clean it is. So anyway, I'm going to carry on with that. Come back to you soon. Okay, so I've greased up the runners, cleaned up all underneath. It's all looking nice and sweet under there. There's no dirt or crud. Actually, I've just missed a little bit there. I'll take that back. Obviously didn't see that when it was upside down, so we'll do it now. Just the rest of it is just basically a general. I just changed my cloth over to a fresh cloth, and the rest of it is just a general wipe over with a leather cleaner, same as the other one. Just do a panel at a time, recline your seat back as far as you can so you can get right in all the creases. Do one section at a time. This one really, got very little on it. There's one tiny little mark there on that cushion bolster. Two little marks there. So the rest of it is probably just specks of dust that I was working my way through. So it might be a couple of little touch-ups. Just check obviously on the sides anywhere where it might wear. I'll probably just give that one up. Those two little ones there, just a little touch in with a bit of leather dye. Tiny little one on the side there. Probably, you know, it's just that small. And all good around the sides. One little tiny mark up on the top that will also get a little touch up with a leather dye. And basically that's good to go. We'll just get a bit of leather treatment and then install them back in the cars. And there you go, all cleaned up, all the bushes checked, nothing wrong with those, motors are all working, they've been checked. I've greased up the channels under there with a bit of white lithium grease, as you can see. Same on the other side, all nice and clean, and ready for when the leather dye comes tomorrow. And I'll update you when I've done that, or show you the process. See how I get on with it. First time I've ever done it, so don't claim to be an expert, but we'll give it a go. It's just a little side caution, boys and girls. I don't know if any of you have cats, but if you do, I'll cover these up for now while they're drying. I'm going to take them out as soon as I can. But as a lesson to you, don't do them inside if you've got cats, because that is what I did to my settee.